Hey guys, Sprinter Doctor here. Today we're going to be going over how to remove the MBUX control module so we can access that side camera interface module and check all the connections. This unit here is a 2022 model and the display is completely blank. Okay, you're going to need a little dash hook tool. You can make a hook out of a coat hanger if you need to do the same thing. You're going to need a trim tool. I prefer this design, and a Torx T20. Okay, step one is going to be get our AC vents out. I'll show you. You're going to have to use your hook tool to reach into the vent, and there's a hole inside the vent that you can grab onto, and I'll show you. Right. There's the hole right there inside the vent. All right, when you reach in there and you get your hole, it's just going to pull out like that. And there's a screw behind there. See, we're going to take that screw out right there. And the same on the other side. Okay, once you get the screws out of both sides, you're just gonna reach in and pull it at the top and it'll unsnap. And you're gonna need this. It does not like to come unsnapped from right here in the center on the bottom. So it's easiest to hook this under the bottom and pry until it snaps out. And it feels like it's gonna break, but I've never had one break on me yet. So we'll see if this was just like so. And then you just kind of just pick it up off there and you can get to the connections on the back of it. What I usually do is just lay it down real carefully. Okay, once you get your display out of the way, it's going to be 4 screws. And the top one right there, bottom one right there on the left side, and the same on the right side. There and there. That's your MBUX control unit right here. Get the screws out, you're just going to roll the top out. Here's all your connections. Your side camera interface is behind there. Okay, now that you have your MBUX control unit out of the way, we're going to take this bracket off, and that way we can get to our side camera interface module. Now this bracket only is held on by 4 screws. One here, one here, one there, and there. once you get those 4 screws out, this bracket will come out of the way. Just set that to the side. And here's your side camera interface module. Right here. It's got 3 connectors on it. Now something I want to talk about is, see this fuse right here? This fuse, it's got tape on it, but that's a little 3-amp fuse, and that's the fuse for this. If this fuse blows, you'll get a black screen. And so that's another possible cause. Okay, so on this particular one, my display screen started working. And that was just from me taking the components out and moving something around caused it to start working. So I think I probably have a connection issue somewhere, and so I'm gonna just get in here and start moving some wiring harnesses around, moving some connectors, and see if I can get the screen to go out, see if I can find where the connection issue is. Found my issue for the black screen to be this coax cable harness that goes between the side camera interface, the MBUX, and the display. This connector that plugs to the camera interface, that was just not staying in there. This one coax wire. Try to put it back in, but it just don't lock in place. So once I replaced this coax harness, I do now, my display screen's working, and I function tested the turn signal cameras. Left side works, but as you can see, the left side works, but the right side does not. So I plugged up a new camera to see if that would fix the problem, but it did not. And upon further investigation, I found my right camera wire was pulled off the pin right here. So I'm going to replace this harness on the side camera interface module, see if that resolves that issue. Alright, I plugged up that new harness just to test it, see if it fixed it. Alright, we have a picture now, so I can just go ahead and put my mirror back together on the right side where I had disassembled it to test fit the camera, and I can put this back together. Alright, the wiring was kind of a mess when I got in here, so I'm going to try to make it a lot neater. And so just to show you where I'm going to route these connectors for the side camera interface, and put them up through here. And bring them out to the side there. Alright, I got them routed under there, over to the side, and up. And as you can see, I did the same thing with my coax. I routed behind there and then up to the side. Alright, here's a view of my side camera interface module. Plug back up with the wires routed the proper way. That will give you the best and neatest install. Now we're going to put our bracket in. Next, our MBUX is going back in. Just tuck all the wires down into the bottom. And just kind of put the bottom of the MBUX in. Your 4 screws back on. Now we're going to put our display screen back on. Just tuck the wires down in the bottom, under the, where the bottom of the MBUX is. And the top of the display will just kind of go over the top of that bracket. Make sure everything snaps in at the bottom. It usually doesn't. So you'll have to take it back off. I think this one's been in and out a bunch of times because it came from across country to let us take a shot at fixing it. So I know it's been in and out a few times. I just check the fit all the way around. Feels good and flush. And the vents just so we got our display back working. Both cameras are working. In this case, on this vehicle, I had two problems. One was this coax connection that goes between the display, the Echo Master, and the MBUX. So I actually had this coax was not staying snapped in correctly, and when I was losing connection with this, the display was going black. So, and also the right side camera was inoperative. Left side would work, but the right side didn't. And usually that's the camera, but in this case, I connected a new camera, still had a black screen, so I had to go further. And what I found was on my right camera connection, this yellow wire was broken off the pin that goes in the connector.